My goal this year was to get the Trinity Award. The Trinity Award is where you win 3 national tournaments, 2 in Tulsa, 1 in Reno, Kickoff Classic, Tulsa Nationals, and Reno Worlds. I was waking up at 5 in the morning, almost every morning, putting in a good workout. I have 2 different circuits. My first circuit would include doing an assault bike for a minute, rowing machine for a minute, treadmill, and battle ropes. And my second circuit would include Bulgarian bags, 2 Bulgarian bags, 2 weighted balls, and battle ropes. And we do both of those for a minute or a minute and a half. My diet, I was eating healthy meats, no junk food, fruits, vegetables.
One morning, Honey Qual wakes me up. She says, "You hear that?" And at first, I thought it was a high school kid next door bumping music, getting ready for school. Sure enough, it was Julian in the garage, putting in a grind session, listening to music. And I came down and opened the garage door and we were just smiling ear to ear. And it was him putting in work. You know, when you come across something that your kid loves to do and you see that they're good at it, you know, as a parent, you should be willing to want to take him to go be the best wherever that might be. And at first we were taking baby steps because I work, you know, on the water back home. It was hard to want to pick up and move away from that. And we decided to move to Lake Tapps right there in Washington, which was an hour and a half away from Tulalip. We were there for 2 years. We loved it there. You know, Team Aggression is the best wrestling club in the state of Washington. And I wanted more opportunity for Julian because he's that good, you know, at wrestling. And I believe in his goals and I believe he's gonna accomplish his goals. And so we decided to take the next step, which is move to California. And California has a lot more opportunity because a lot of the national tournaments are in driving distance. And there's a lot of national competition right here in our backyard. A lot of national competition right in our wrestling room. And it's helped Julian grow a lot.
Red Wave, when I first were there, it seemed pretty intense. I felt like I was gonna grow there a lot because everybody was drilling hard. There's good people, national champs there.
So with the world of wrestling, there's 3 tournaments. There's a Kickoff Classic, which is held in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And then there's Tulsa Nationals, which is also held in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And then third and final is in Reno, which is called Reno Worlds. And it's a trilogy of tournaments. And if you win all 3, you get what they call the Trinity Award. And it's like, you know, one of the rare wrestling awards that all youth wrestlers chase and hope to get one day.
I'm feeling pumped knowing that like this is where I'm gonna get my 3rd Trinity. I didn't have any nerves or anxiety. That first match I was just trying to score points and dominate. And the rest of the tournament, like after that first match, like I know I was feeling good and I was gonna dominate.
Well, for being with wrestling for as long as Julian's been in wrestling, a lot of these big tournaments I think are just another tournament for him. If he's nervous, I don't know. A lot of the times I feel like me and his mom are more nervous than he is. A lot of the times, especially when it gets real close to the finals, even though that I know that Julian's beat the kid before, still nervous because anything can happen in wrestling. I like to stand in the background and hold my youngest daughter and just watch Julian go out there and do what he loves to do. You know, one thing that I run in a lot at tournaments is there's a lot of other parents that approach me and ask if that's my son. I'm talking about Julian, and I'll say yeah. And sometimes, you know, listening to some of the stories that the guys come up and say, like one of the stories is describing that his son was watching a video one time, and it was a spotlight that Julian had done. And it was Julian losing state. And he turned around and he looked at the camera and he was shaking off his crying, and he says, And that was real inspirational to not just the father, but the son. And it helped him get through some of his tough losses and look at his dad and say, we'll get him next time.
It's nice knowing that like I'm known to a lot of people and knowing I'm growing popularity and knowing that I'm an inspiration to younger kids.
With my daughters starting to pick up wrestling, and it's just something that they recently started doing. So they're still kind of new to wrestling and they're still kind of slowly picking it up. But being around it through the years, watching their brother wrestle is kind of something inspirational to them. You know, they want to be on the same level. They want to win awards. They want to hopefully win an Eagle one day. The way they're starting to blossom is kind of extra emotional for me because they're girls, you know, they're my girls. I'm a real proud dad standing in the background and watching them blossom right into the sport.
Julian inspires me by learning me all these new things and teaching me new moves with like other moves that I never done before. And he's been just trying to make me win, and he just makes me sometimes improve better. He's pretty good, but sometimes he's a little rough. And then whenever we do live, he goes a little bit easier with me, so he's like good.
Well, when they get on the mat, I just feel like awesome that they're wrestling, and I just want the best for them. I want them to win. I'm teaching them moves, pushing them when they work out, teaching them all my like secret moves.
One of my goals is to pin Julian because he's like better. He would go kind of easy on me, and then I'd try to pin him. No! I got it.
Two-time Reno champ and two-time Trinity Award winner from Tulalip, Washington, Julian Lawrence.
Yeah, me and him have wrestled a lot, and me and him have built a relationship with each other. And ever since then, like, been a good match, and we just kind of became friends. Like I said, I didn't have any nerves. I knew that I was gonna get that Trinity. When I was drilling, like, I felt good and like I felt explosive, being ready to wrestle. It went like pretty fast. Those periods felt faster than usual, and scoring felt pretty good. After I got that first score, I already know I was gonna win, so. Felt good, ready to like celebrate, but holding it in for a little. After a match, I don't like to be like flashy. I like to be respectful and humble, because my opponents, I know they worked really hard to be there, and they're probably upset that they lost that, and I just want to be respectful about that. And then once I got off the mat, I just like felt good. Felt good seeing that Trinity again, getting that big eagle, that bracket. This one felt lucky because, well, my lucky number is 9, and like that just made 9 of everything. Overall, it just feels like amazing. Feels I've accomplished something big. Like it looks amazing. Glass, wood, like all the little details just look good.
It's a good feeling for me as a dad, knowing all the work that he's put in, you know, not just through the year, but through all the years leading up to that time, because he works so hard and he puts in so many hours. He's got such big goals to where when he does accomplish something as a 3rd Trinity, it's real emotional.
My goal coming up is getting another Trinity on my bottom year, which means that I'm one of the youngest ones in the bracket. My long-term goal is being a multi-Olympic champion, and I have to train right now to do that. Colleges I'm looking at right now are like Penn State, Iowa Hawkeyes, Ohio Buckeyes, OSU, that's Oklahoma State Cowboys. This is when I won my first kickoff classic, and start of my Trinity journey. This is where I got my first Trinity, and this is really emotional, and I worked the hardest for this Trinity, and I put all my heart into this one, and it was worth it.
When I walk out into Julian's wrestling room, like a trophy in itself, you know, there's a lot of time and a lot of hours put in out here, you know, and there's a lot of memories that are displayed out here. All the memories each award has, you know, every award has brought us to different places throughout the country. That's so many memories for our family, good memories. When we go to a wrestling tournament, it's not just about the wrestling tournament, it's about the memories we make in that location. But this room is real meaningful for our family because this is where his dreams are made, right here in this room.